Hey, what's up, dudes and dudettes? It's Dude-Diligence here. Long time no see. Happy 4th of July. Hopefully everybody's having a really great time. I did have a really great time. We went out and see a lot of fireworks. And I was like, hey, I haven't been on for a little bit to our subscribers and Patreon members and all this kind of stuff. You know, Patreon members still asking questions in the Patreon chat. And I answered them, all of them. And a lot of people are thinking about buying Amazon puts. I think I talked them out of it, but anyways, this is not really a video explaining Amazon puts or whether the huge risk of buying Amazon puts and the general market consensus on why the supply and demand curve is getting fixed a little bit. We are almost at equilibrium and supply is going to catch up to demand and demand's going to shrink. But that's just the general economic situation. So what are some important stuff you have to understand? First of all, short-term movement does not matter anymore right now. Why? Unlike 2020 or 2021, there's not enough liquidity in the market. That literally just means that beforehand, it's really easy for you guys to see GME go from, I don't know, $90 to $130 to $130 to about $200, right? That's very simple. You see Palantir go from $9 to $22. Essentially, how this market works is when you have a lot of money and people just throw money at anything that they want, the stock price will go up, and up, right? But when the entire market facing a liquidity problem, that means we're switching from you can actually see a lot of money actually flying out of energy. Actually, you find a lot of energy flying out of energy. People are thinking that commodity price is going to shrink in the long term. Therefore, they're escaping the commodity market. And then what's going to happen is you will see a lot of people start adding a lot of positioning in consumer goods, okay, consumer staples. This is what happened for the past about 6 months in the United States. Right now, it's about July, so I can talk about the past 6 months. And by the end of this month, the Fed's going to come out, and usually what's going to happen is they're going to raise the interest rate one last time, okay? The reason why they do it in July, not in September, or October is because usually in July, in the end of July, the FOMC meeting happens by the end of the July is the date where they can have sufficient data and sufficient prediction for the sort of like the year on a semi-annual term, and then they can forecast the inflation for the next 6 months to about a year. And then all of their July decision are based on what they think that the country's GDP growth as well as you know and natural economic growth will go based on the data they have for the past 6 months. And if you go look at the oil prices, it's not really going anywhere really, but you know it's stabilizing around like 110 to like 105, 102, basically about $100. But once they raise the interest rate again in July, and for those of you who are still in TBF, it fluctuates a little bit now. If you guys bought the September option with me, and you know a lot of you exited, that's great. If for those of you who haven't exited, you're looking for a $21.3 clean exit actually. But we're not here to talk about this at this moment. But you know, I think 21.3 is achievable, but if you guys see a very clean volatile movement in TBF option chain, if you make like 100% or 150%, you might as well just take the profit. Again, we're not financial advisors. We do not give financial advices, right? Another thing is, if July's flow goes as we discussed here, that means UUP, which is the long bullish on US dollar, is going to go up, okay? And if that happens, that means oil price is going to squash under $100 finally, okay? For those of you who know that, I started shorting oil right around it reaches 120, and then I sort of cleared out all my position when it reaches 149 briefly, about like 6 minutes. I was lucky that I got to get out like right there. I think if you guys still think long-termly oil is a play, you might want to look into Occidental, which is OXY. Again, for those of you who are interested in why I like Occidental, it's not because of Warren Buffett. There's another reason for that. you can comment down below. And for those of you who want an MMAT video, it's gonna come out, but it's gonna take some editing. I plan to make it a nicer video, because I actually have a professional standard studio right now working for me, for my company. So I might actually just use that to make a video, but it's gonna take time because we have a lot of work stuff to be done. And you know, outside of work, I also as a part of like 2 very important projects that there's some important people who invest in it, and you know, as how we do things, I usually take equity. And for those of you who, you know, want to talk about business stuff, leave a comment down below, or just you know, join Patreon chat, or you know, spread your love in Discord. And for those of you who don't know how to join Discord, you actually need to click on the link down below, right, in the description, join the Discord, and your name is going to be white, actually. So what you need to do is you need to go to the welcome page, look at the agreement that in the welcome page, and in order to join, you have to click the sum up button by the end of that little section, and then you can get access to majority of the content except for the Patreon content. And that's about it. I will make a MMT video. My prediction came true. For those of you who are still hating me, be my guest. And that's about it. See you guys on the upside, and have fun tomorrow. Should be a pretty interesting day tomorrow, because usually right after 4th of July, people get like really happy, start buying in, all this kind of stuff. But again, a lot of times those movements are a little bit temporary, but if you can catch up on that, fantastic. See you guys on the upside.